Last month, the 7th graders at Perry Middle School held their annual science fair. Now let's take a look at what some of the 7th graders were up to with their science fair projects.
Alright, since I'm a Boy Scout, I wanted to find a greener way to make electricity. So I made a homemade battery out of 2 clay pots, a copper rod, and an iron rod, filled with lemon juice, vinegar, or Coca-Cola inside each battery.
I did the aerodynamics of football, and what I did, I threw 3 different types of footballs, leather, foam, and rubber, and I threw them with and without a spiral and see which ones went the farthest.
I just wanted to test out which had more inertia, the single stage or the double stage rocket engine.
And about whether gender, age, or the vehicle type affects whether they stop at a stop sign or not.
My science fair project was about what takes more water, taking a bath or taking a shower.
I seed which common drink caused the most damage to your teeth.
Okay, I did my project on which laundry detergent would work better, Tide or OxyClean.
I actually did not know how electricity was made through acids, and I learned that the electrolytes donate protons to make electricity.
Yeah, I learned, even though they all had different or same air pressures, that the foam still felt the lightest and you could technically just chuck it.
Yes, it was very painful to do. It took a lot of time, a lot of wind, and a lot of trials.
Yeah, I learned grape juice being a juice, it still causes the worst damage to your teeth.
The 7th graders told us how much fun they had while putting together their projects.
Oh yes, especially when I jolted myself with the electricity.
Yeah, I got to throw footballs, and football's my favorite sport.
It was gross, but yeah.
Middle school science teacher, Mrs. Nancy Mosley. Mrs. Mosley, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm quite well. All right, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about science fair? Who's involved with the science fair?
It would be the 7th graders at this point. All kids from 5th grade through 12th grade are invited, but this is part of the 7th grade curriculum, and the science fair is kind of the final product of the scientific method.
Okay. How long does it take for the kids to make some of their projects?
Oh boy, they start in November. And they pick a project and they work in their language arts class to do their review of literature, get some background information, and then they write an experiment and perform it, and they have to be done by January.
Wow, that's a lot of commitment. Why is it a good activity for the kids to participate in?
Oh boy, makes them very responsible. They have to write their own experiment, they have to research, it's just every part of science that they have to be involved in. And it's a wonderful experience for them. And they have to get up in front of everybody and talk about it, and they have to talk about it to strange adults that they don't know later on at the fair itself. So I just think it's a really well-rounded, great experience.
Now, where do the Perry winners go after they participate in just the local science fair? Where do they go after that?
They can attend regionals at Akron. It's an optional competition for them. It's an all-day Saturday event in March, and if they qualify from that competition, they get to go on to state in May.
Wow. What do you enjoy most about doing science fair with these kids?
Boy, just seeing the crazy things they come up with, it's a lot of fun. But then to see some of the kids really getting involved in the science, the microbiology was a lot of fun this year. The girls that did the bacteria studies, they remember them every morning checking out their colonies, and that was neat to see what they learned from it.
Wow. How many years have you been doing science fair with the kids?
Geez, 7 or 8, I think now. We used to do it at the high school too when I was over there, so it's been a long while.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Mosley.
You're welcome.
Thank you.